Welcome to the Namoli Family Athletic and Tremero Complex, home of your University of Tampa Spartans. Tonight, the Spartans welcome Lee University. Here are tonight's starting lineups, beginning with the Flames of Lee University. In goal is a sophomore from Franklin, Tennessee, number 00, Kylie Bernard. Attacker is a senior from Collarville, Tennessee, number 1, Shayna Ryan. Defender is a junior from Knoxville, Tennessee, number 5, Jaylee Griffin. Midfielder is a freshman from Naperville, Illinois, number 7, Jenna Urban. Midfielder is a junior from Temecula, California, number 8, Kelsey McGowan. Attacker is a senior from Canton, Georgia, number 10, Dariana Blanton. Defender is a junior from College Grove, Tennessee, number 11, Susanna Perry. Defender is a freshman from Roswell, Georgia, number 13, Rachel Schutze. Midfielder is a sophomore from Lawrenceville, Georgia, number 18, Audrey Dutton. Midfielder is a junior from Colorado Springs, Colorado, number 23, Brittany White. Midfielder is a freshman from Wilmington, North Carolina, number 26, Megan Trout. And midfielder is a sophomore from Collierville, Tennessee, number 30, Jamie Ryan. Head coach of the Flames is Darryl Martin, assisted by Megan Smith. And now, here are the starters for your University of Tampa Spartans. Defender is a junior from Sudbury, Mass., number 4, O'Neal Gallinson. Midfielder is a junior from Waxhaw, North Carolina, number 6, Cece Colombo. Defender is a grad student from Wall, New Jersey, number 12, Madison Birch. Midfielder is a senior from Centennial, Colorado, number 16, Lizzie Pierpont. Defender is a grad student from Tampa, Florida, number 21, Holliston Wagner. Defender is a senior from Smithtown, New York, number 22, Danny Water. Defender is a senior from Whitehall, Maryland, number 23, Aaron Sistek. In goal is a junior from San Diego, California, number 29, Alex Walling. Attacker is a junior from Farmingdale, New York, number 31, Olivia Ott. Midfielder is a grad student from Ocean City, Maryland, number 40, Christina Romano. And midfielder is a sophomore from Hudson, Ohio, number 43, Sarah Hinkle. Head coach of your Spartans is Kelly Gallagher, assisted by Kelly Gilding and Hillary Hand. At this time, we ask that you please rise and remove your hats as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem. The University of Tampa and Lee University all promote good sportsmanship by student athletes, coaches, and spectators. We request your cooperation by supporting the participants and officials in a positive manner. Using obscene gestures, profanity, racial, sexist, or unduly provocative language or action toward officials, opponents, spectators, or administrators will not be tolerated and are grounds for removal from the premises. The use of artificial noisemakers and alcohol products are not permitted. Smoking is permitted along the fenced areas outside the stadium. Thank you and enjoy the game.
Good evening and welcome to the Namole Family Athletic and Intramural Complex on the grounds of the University of Tampa campus. I'm Bruce Wozniak here to call the action this evening as the Tampa Spartans go head-to-head with the Lee University Flames, traveling here all the way from Cleveland, Ohio. Lee currently with a 3-4 one-loss record, while the Spartans are 2-3. So both teams looking to reach the 500 mark this evening. Last year, the Flames were 9-4 and trying to go to 4-4 here in this 2022 season here in West Central Florida against the number 13 ranked Tampa Spartans. And a long way from home and a long way from the temperature, 32 degrees up in Cleveland and 77 here right now as we're ready for the start of this game. The Spartans you see all in white, and they will be going from right to left here in the first quarter, and that's UT in control of the opening draw. CC Colombo with it on the far side of the field. And here comes UT into the Flames end of the field as a pass is sent down into the corner to Gracie Colombo. They take it in behind the net now. CC passes out in front, shot, scores! Just that quickly, the Spartans get on the board 26 seconds into the game. Beating goaltender Kaylee Bernard. And so the Spartans draw first blood here against the Flames. Madison Birch gets the goal. And for Birch, that is her 8th goal of the season. And didn't even have time to properly report this evening's starting goaltenders. I just mentioned Kaylee Bernard, starter for the Flames, and it's Alex Walling in goal for UT, and she'll be tested here as the Flames bring it down for their first offensive possession. Making some personnel changes. And in they'll come as a pass is made to Kaylee Kenna. And the pass is missed, intended for Jenna Urban and picked up by the Spartans. That's CC Colombo. And CC Colombo running it quickly up the sideline. And the official there, it's actually O'Neill Gallinson. The whistle was against Megan Trout as play carries on. The Spartans have it in the Flames end of the field. And here's a shot coming, and that goes wide now to play off the stick of Christina Romano. And now this is CC Colombo. Dances out on the far side, sends a pass up top. And looking for some room. There's a pass in front. Shot coming. Scores! Lizzie Pierpont makes it 2-0. Just 1 minute, 45 seconds in. So the Spartans come out with the hot hand and jump out to a quick 2-0 lead, making the home fans happy early on. For Lizzie Pierpont, that is her 7th goal of the season, and she hits double digits in points in the process, being that she also has 3 assists so far this season. And we'll get the draw at midfield now, and that was Lizzie Pierpont on the draw for UT. She was opposed by Brittany White, and the Flames bring it back the other way, crossing the Tampa line. And with it over there is Brittany White. The ball's loose and scooped up there by Hannah Vesey for the Flames. Vesey, a little flip pass for Trout. And now sent over to the far side, and Shayna Ryan pushes it down low. And a whistle there against the Spartans. Looked like it might have been Erin Sistek. Indeed it is. And so Dariana Blanton will put it into play, and does. Her pass misses, and let's see who gets there first. 2 of them battle for it. And the official right there on the spot to make the call. And Sarah Hinkle was about to take off the other way, and it's actually still Lee University ball. And now here comes, looked like Trout was going to shoot. Instead they have it in behind the Spartans net. Vesey with a little flip pass, now out in front, misses, and 2 of them will chase it down. And the Spartans seemed like they were going to come away with it. They continue to battle, and now the official right there on the spot, as it was Gia Colombo that was contending for the ground ball. Up ahead now, Mott pass, and Gracie Colombo corrals it in behind the Flames net. Fakes a pass, comes out in front, and a little spin move, and Colombo loses possession, and so the Flames pick it up and go the other way. Crossing midfield now. A lot of real estate available, and instead Jamie Ryan's going to slow it up. And now Jenna Urban makes a pass over Brittany White, sends it over to her left, and breaking in now was Trout, and a nice play defensively by Cece Colombo to cause a turnover. Her pass up ahead connects with Mott. Olivia Mott on the run, has some room to work, sends a nice pass over, and Madison Birch looked like she was going to take it right to the net and was impeded along the way. And so the official blowing the whistle to stop play. And so Madison Birch with a free position attempt. Birch one-on-one here, shoots, scores! Her 2nd goal of the game. And Madison Birch now with 9 goals on the season. And she ties for the team lead in goals with Cece Colombo as UT. You see there the goal that puts them up 3-0, 4 minutes and 18 seconds into this first quarter. Spartans are averaging scoring 13.6 goals per game. And it's quick starts like this that sends you scrambling to look up a statistic like that, because they've come out red hot so far. 3 goals on 3 shots. They did have 1 shot that was off goal, but 100% of their shots on goal have gone in thus far, and we're not even 5 minutes into the game as you see the ball loose following the draw, and a bunch of them scramble for it, and the official awards possession to the Spartans, as racing off the field was Alyssa Romano, and now going off as well Holliston Wagner, although she comes right back out. Might have actually needed her stick replaced. Meanwhile, Bryn Nestor sends a pass over into the far corner, and now UT works it in behind the Flames net. Work for something right out in front. Hinkle shoots, scores! Sarah Hinkle and the Spartans with their foot on the accelerator here, 4-0, 4 minutes, 59 seconds into the first quarter. And here's the replay. And watch the job by Hinkle to just tiptoe that one upstairs and drop it in behind Kaylee Bernard. And now add Sarah Hinkle to the Spartans goal scoring leaders, as she too now has 9 on the season. Draw controls are 2-2. Flames need one to go their way to try to get on the scoreboard and get back into this game before it slips away. And Hinkle knocks it down. Still not controlled by either team. And finally it's chased down by Jaylee Giffen, and she goes down to the field. And Jaylee Giffen a little slow in getting up. Now a pass up ahead. And a spin move there by Kaylee Kenna. And she leaves a pass back for Susanna Perry. They get it across the Tampa line now. Megan Trout with it. Trout being chased there by Erin McLaughlin. And now it's in the corner. The Flames trying to work towards the net, and 2 Spartan defenders in the way. And good persistence here, though, as looking for a shot, and Walling makes the save. Dariana Blanton working awfully hard there, and now Walling the outlet pass, and here come the Spartans back the other way, crossing midfield and now over the Flames line. Lots of room to work with here, and they finally pull it up, and Colderman pushes it into the corner, now behind the Flames net and out the other side. That's Emma McLaughlin. Her pass over. A quick relay by Erin McLaughlin as they work it into the corner. Pierpont wanted to pass out front, and a nice job to pull that one down by Erin McLaughlin. On the far side of the field now, that's Bryn Nestor. It's quickly in behind the Flames net. And in front, down goes what looks like Sarah Hinkle. And so a free position attempt here coming up for the Spartans. And indeed, this is Hinkle. Already has 1 goal, takes a shot and make it 2. Sarah Hinkle scores. And the score now 5-0. 6 minutes, 47 seconds into the first quarter. And Hinkle, you see the replay here. Hinkle bouncing that one low on Kaylee Bernard. And a timeout has been called, so we will step away as well. You're watching Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Back live here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, where the Spartans out to a 5-0 lead. 6 minutes and 47 seconds into this first quarter. And the 5 goals have come from 3 different players, as UT has gotten a pair from both Sarah Hinkle and Madison Birch, and 1 goal from Lizzie Pierpont. UT has 5 goals on 5 shots, and meanwhile, the Flames have just 1 shot on goal. And so now Hinkle out for this draw following the timeout. And the ball's out and pulled down by the Flames. Have it on the far side of the field, and now in the corner, and nobody open out front. And here comes a shot, and Walling gets a piece of that one, and the rebound is still loose, and the Flames come out of the pack with it. Given now to Megan Trout, and a whistle stops play. And the 3 officials all coming together here to discuss this stoppage. And this is about the only way that the Flames are going to be able to slow down UT right now, is a timeout or a stoppage in play like we're seeing here, because UT has come out red hot. As you see Trout getting ready to put it back in play. That's O'Neill Gallinson defensively for the Spartans. And now the official returning from having been over at the scorer's table. And they restart with a pass over to Shayna Ryan. Ryan, a flip pass, as Blanton finds a teammate, and a shot taken that Walling handles once again, and she outlets it, but it's turned over. That's Brittany White coming down with it. White heads in, takes a shot that Walling may have gotten a piece of, and the official blows the whistle, stopping play. There was a ball that errantly got into the playing field, and so now it's put back in by Hannah Vesey. Vesey sends a pass back behind the Spartans' net. And coming out in front now, there's a bounce shot, they score. So Dariana Blanton finally gets one past Alex Walling. 8 minutes and 6 seconds into the first quarter, and the Spartans' lead goes to 5-1. And here's the replay. As you'll see, the unassisted goal, good patience there by Blanton. So we'll have the draw now at midfield. For UT, it looks like it might be Lizzie Pierpont. And I believe that's Brittany White for the Flames. And indeed, correct on both participants, as the Flames now bring it down into the Spartans' end of the field again, as they wait. 2 more players join in, coming late from the sideline, as Kaylee Kenna on the run has it knocked loose, and the official right there with the call that I believe is going to be against maybe Christina Romano. Regardless, it's going to result in a free possession attempt here for Kaylee Kenna. And here goes Kenna one-on-one against Alex Walling. takes a shot and scores. Looked here from this angle, like one of the Spartans might have gotten a piece of it that was going to deflect it wide, but we'll look at the replay as she's able to get the goal, and all of a sudden the Flames get back-to-back goals. And here you see the replay as Walling went to her right and not able to stop the free position shot by Kaylee Kenna. And now Cece Colombo out for this draw for UT. And the official still getting both participants set. And the ball's out. And it's going to be Lee University ball. Well, I think the official wants it, from midfield. And so now they restart. And quickly they come back. Brittany White with it. Sends it over for Shayna Ryan on the far side. Ryan watched over there by Cece Colombo and being chased, and now a pass that is deflected. They're going to call against Cece Colombo. And so Shayna Ryan will put it into play from the far side of the field. And sends a pass behind the net that missed her teammate, and it'll be turned over. So Holliston Wagner puts it in for the Spartans, and quickly they come. O'Neill Gallinson, look at her go across midfield. Gallinson, what a burst of speed as she crosses the Flames line. Gallinson still with room to work. Sends a pass into Gracie Colombo. Now behind the Flames net, and out the other side comes UT. And lots of room here for Cece Colombo breaking in. Oh, good save there by Kaylee Bernard. And Bernard with an outlet pass that misses. And the Flames not able to corral that as the Spartans' Danny Waters has it. And Waters leaves a pass as UT sends it into the corner. And now Gracie Colombo dancing around back there looking in front of the net for an open teammate. And here's Cece Colombo. She'll send a pass up top for Pierpont. And nice move there as Christina Romano takes a shot that goes wide and out of play. And the official there calls it in favor of Lee University. And so the Flames starting up. And crossing midfield is Jaylee Giffen. Giffen crossing the Tampa line. And she's watched there now by Gallinson. Passes it to Jenna Urban. Urban with a pass, and this is Kaylee Kenna now. Passes into the middle, Brittany White with it. White weighing her options and looking for an open teammate's going to keep it herself. And a nice job there defensively by Danny Waters as you saw Walling make the save. And so Walling settles it behind her own net. And there's a pass that connects with Holliston Wagner on the run. Wagner, a nice pass up ahead. Olivia Mott. Mott running it down towards the corner. Sends a pass for Gracie Colombo. And Cece Colombo was wide open in front of the net. They didn't see her. Play carries on as Mott sends it back to Cece behind the Flames net. Cece Colombo on the other side of the net now. Looks in front, and Gracie Colombo drops it, picks it back up, and she's able to maintain control as the Spartans settle it back down. Here comes Christina Romano. Now Hinkle, Sarah Hinkle, and two defenders collapse on her. She gets the shot away anyways. It goes out of play. Possession stays with the Spartans. And now Cece Colombo. Pass in front, shot coming. And a stop by Kaylee Bernard, but a call here against the Flames. As it looked like it was Gracie Colombo that went down. And so a free position attempt here for Gracie Colombo. And Colombo opts to pass in behind the net. That's Cece Colombo with it. Hinkle wanted it in front of the net. There's a defender on her. Cece Colombo working hard, and a flag comes out. And so another call here against the Flames. And by the way, only 15 seconds left on the shot clock. And a great opportunity now for Cece Colombo, who's always dangerous. And gets her chance one-on-one with Kaylee Bernard. And there's the whistle. Colombo bounces it, scores! Cece Colombo, you knew it was a matter of time before she joined in the scoring parade, and she gets her 10th goal of the season, the team's leading point getter. And so UT goes into a 6-2 lead with 2:19 remaining here in the first quarter. Things had seemed like they were going to settle in after Lee University had drawn within 5-2, but a couple of calls that go against the Flames, and Cece Colombo ultimately is the beneficiary of the last of those, as Lizzie Pierpont jogging out onto the field for UT to take this draw against Brittany White. And for a team that's from Cleveland, Ohio, the Flames have players from pretty much everywhere but Tennessee, North Carolina, Georgia, South Carolina, Michigan, Florida, Illinois. And they are here in West Central Florida taking on the number 13 ranked Tampa Spartans, as there's a whistle on the far side of the field that halts their current possession. Shayna Ryan has it over on the far side of the field. And now with it, that's Megan Trout. Trout on the run and loses it. And there to pick it up is O'Neill Gallinson. Now she lost it. And a whistle against the Flames. And here goes O'Neill Gallinson. Look at the speed. Saw it already and on display once again as she gets it up ahead to Colderman. And Bernard gets a piece of that one. Goes up out of play in behind the net. Possession remains with the Spartans as Olivia Mott gives it to Pierpont. And now this is Erin McLaughlin. Up top with it, that's Abby Hope. And Emma McLaughlin on the far side of the field as they work it quickly in behind the Flames net. On the near side, Colderman up top. Pierpont, a pass over for Emma McLaughlin. Has some room. Emma McLaughlin breaks in, shoots, a nice save there by Bernard. And Bernard covers up in her own goal crease. And away come the Flames, crossing midfield. Now across the UT line is Kaylee Kenna. Kenna slows it up, backs towards the near sideline. And just down to 35 seconds in this first quarter as Kenna sends a pass into the corner. Hannah Vesey, and right in behind the Spartans net they go. As the clock now at 20 seconds. And there's another pass. That's Vesey. No room for her. Drops off a pass, and a flag comes out. And now the whistle stops play with just 7 seconds left. So an opportunity here for Lee University as the call goes against Holliston Wagner. And so a free position attempt for the Flames from a tough angle nonetheless. And there's the whistle for the restart. And quick passing, they get a shot away. It goes out of play in behind the Spartans' net. And there goes the horn to end the first quarter of play with the Spartans in the lead 6-2. And we'll go into the quarter break and be back with Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community and to get good grades.
Back live here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, where the Tampa Spartans have a 6-2 lead over the visiting Lee University Flames after one quarter of play. Shots on goal in the first quarter were 9-6 in favor of the home team. Draw controls, however, a totally different story, as the Flames controlled 7 of 9. And scoring in that first quarter, UT got 2 each from Sarah Hinkle and Madison Birch, and single tallies from Cece Colombo and Lizzie Pierpont. And meanwhile, for Lee University, Dariana Blanton and Kaylee Kenna each scoring. So the teams, of course, have switched ends. And the draw to start the second quarter, as that was Sarah Hinkle along with Brittany White. And possession goes to the Spartans to start this second quarter. This is Emma McLaughlin with it. Her pass over for Pierpont. And Lizzie with a nice move and ends up sending a pass in behind the Flames net out on the other side of the field as it's reset up top with Pierpont directing traffic. And we'll ultimately give it up to Emma McLaughlin on the run and find some room. Nice shot. And Kaylee Bernard there to close the door as she quickly outlets it up ahead to Kelsey McGowan. McGowan looking for some help. Carries on. McGowan slow and approaching midfield. And a pass that connects with Avery Schenk. Schenk a little flip pass. And now coming across the Tampa line, Jaylee Giffen. Giffen sends a pass over. Pulled down. And a nice single-handed effort there by Kaylee Kenna as the Flames put it back in. And a pass out in front. And a little chaos as Jenna Urban flips it up, and a bunch of them chase it down. Good heads-up play there. Lizzie Pierpont led the charge. It's ultimately picked up by Holliston Wagner, and it looks like they're going to say possession stays with Lee University after all that. So Avery Schenk was waiting for the official's whistle, got it, but now the official not happy and wants a restart, and will get it. Schenk being watched there by Holliston Wagner. Schenk on the move, goes back the other way, now switches hands. And a lane opens, but not able to exploit it. Kaylee Kenna. Now it's down near the goal line. Blanton lost it, picked it back up. It goes towards the net. And another player hits the ground as a whistle stops play. And a call made against the Spartans. And so Hannah Vesey will get an opportunity here. One-on-one against Alex Walling with a free position attempt. Vesey waiting for the all clear as you see the two officials finish up their conference. And now Vesey ready to go. And in she comes with a bounce shot that Walling stops and covers up. And Walling behind her own net now sends it over for Aaron Sistek. Sistek with a nice pass up ahead, connecting it at midfield. And Wagner pushes it ahead to Pierpont on the run. Sent in behind the Flames net. And right out in front, a bounce shot. That one's going to go wide and out of play. And Emma McLaughlin there to keep possession for the Spartans. Bryn Nestor with it. Up top now, that's Pierpont. And over to Emma McLaughlin. And Emma McLaughlin wants to take it right to the net, but the lane closes up. Colderman pushes it in behind the Flames net. Sarah Hinkle with it now. Hinkle looking for some room. And gets around the defender. Shoots. Oh, what a save by Kaylee Bernard. And a great opportunity there as Bernard has settled down. That's her fifth save of the game, matching the number of her opponent at the other end of the field, Alex Walling. As you see two of them battle for it. And the official right there on the spot, watching it in front of his eyes, and makes the call in favor of the Spartans. Quickly comes Pierpont down the field. Pierpont has some room and fires it just wide and out of play. And the official on the other side of the net awarding possession to Lee University. And so with 11:28 to go here in the second quarter, the Flames, Kaylee Bernard out of her net, and she'll start it up, walking it slowly and thought twice as she now fires instead and connects with Avery Schenk. Schenk being chased there and following her all the way down, Holliston Wagner sticking to her like glue. And this is Dariana Blanton with it. Blanton, who has one of the two Flames goals. And now this is Schenk. Looks to her left, goes to her right instead, and moves it across to the far side of the field. Kaylee Kenna, her pass over for Urban. Flames good ball movement here, but can't get into the high percentage scoring areas. And now there's a whistle and another foul against the Spartans. And too many of those, with the game not even being a quarter and a half old yet. And so a free position attempt here. 11 fouls already against the Spartans. And a shot taken, they score. No goal. no goal. And so the Spartans go back the other way, and there's a pass that misses, and no sooner do the Spartans catch a break than the ball doesn't bounce their way, and the Flames take right back over. And look out. And Gracie Colombo is going to go off as she took down Jamie Ryan, and we'll wait and see what the call is against Gracie Colombo. So in the meantime, Jamie Ryan gets ready to put it back in play, and just waiting for the official's whistle as Colombo has sat down on the far side of the field. So a 2-minute cross-check penalty to Colombo as the Flames get it across the UT line. And that's Jenna Urban on the far side of the field. Flames on the run. Nice passing. And the ball comes out of the stick of Brittany White. And it's loose. The Spartans somehow able to come out of the pack with it. And Pierpont with a pass up ahead. And here comes UT. Nice passing. Hinkle scores. It looked like it hit the side of the net, but it goes past Kaylee Bernard. And how about that? Gracie Colombo goes off for a 2-minute cross-check penalty, and the Spartans are the ones that end up scoring. And that makes it 7-2. And here's the replay. So here, Sarah Hinkle already with her third goal of the game, and Olivia Mott picks up the assist. So Sarah Hinkle now with 11 goals on the season. And keep in mind there's still 1 minute 20 seconds remaining in the penalty against Gracie Colombo. Waiting for the draw now at midfield. And that was Hinkle and Brittany White. And possession goes to the Flames. Giffen across midfield and now over the Tampa line. Jaylee Giffen drops a pass back for Urban. And now picked up there as it's worked over for White. Avery Shank lost the handle and then picked it back up. And there's a shot that goes wide and out of play. And still the Flames ball. And quickly coming out of the corner was Blanton, and pass in front, and the shot by Urban goes wide. And the Flames still in possession here as Shayna Ryan goes and picks it up, and she puts it back in. A pass now that was intended for Shank and missed, and a bunch of them run it down, and Cece Colombo able to come away with it for the Spartans. Nice pass by her up ahead to Abby Hope. Hope on the run has a couple options, sends a pass over, and good passing by the Spartans, but a whistle against the Flames. And so a free position attempt now for what looks to be Sarah Hinkle. And she bounces a shot and scores. Bernard put her stick down just a split second too late. It looked like she had the right target, but it was just bad timing. And so just like that, the Spartans score again. As Hinkle really pouring it on tonight. 4 goals, and we're 27 seconds shy of being a quarter and a half into this game. And so it's been the Sarah Hinkle show, as she herself has outscored the Lee University Flames 4-2. This will be Hinkle out for this draw alongside Brittany White. Still an area, though, that the Spartans are not in control of, as the Flames lead in draw controls 8-3. And that one rolls all the way back to the Flames line, picked up by Olivia Mott for the Spartans. Mott sends it down into the corner, and now they pass it in behind the Flames net. And that was Gracie Colombo. It's missed. And so the Flames take over. Pass up ahead. This is Shayna Ryan. Ryan switches hands. And a whistle there. That's going to be against Danny Waters, who persisted even after the whistle. And so Ryan getting set to resume, and she does. Ryan from the corner. Up top now for Schenk. Avery Schenk looking for room to work, gives it up instead. Ryan looking for an open teammate. And a nice pass, but unable to get a shot away was Kaylee Kenna. It rolled right to Alex Walling. But a whistle, as this is going to go against the Spartans. And a free position attempt coming up here for Kaylee Kenna. And in she goes, a bounce shot, scores. Kaylee Kenna gets her second goal of the game and makes the score 8-3 with 6:48 to go in the second quarter. And just far too many fouls against the Spartans. And leaving the door just slightly open for the Flames. So our score now 8-3. And once again in this draw, we're going to see Sarah Hinkle and Brittany White. And the ball's out. And looked like it was going to be controlled by Jaylee Giffen. And a bunch of them battle for it now. And it's Cece Colombo that comes out of the pack with it. Cece Colombo runs it down in behind the Flames net. A Flames defender went down. Christina Romano with it now. Romano, a pass for Hinkle, who looks back to her sideline. And now a pass over for Pierpont. Pierpont surveys the offensive landscape. And now a shot coming by Madison Birch. It seemed like there was a whistle on her way to the net. And so Madison Birch will get an opportunity here for a free position attempt. And Madison Birch already has 2 goals in this game. And no, they're actually awarding possession to Lee University. And so the Flames dodge a bullet there. And now they start across their own line. Moving it up ahead, Jamie Ryan. Ryan being chased there by Olivia Mott. And Ryan finally flips a pass over as Brittany White pushes it over to the other side of the field. That's Avery Schenk. Sends a pass into the corner. And Christina Romano chasing, and is she able to cause a turnover? No, it's picked back up. And they give it safely to Shayna Ryan. Ryan sends a pass in the middle And unable to get the shot away was Kaylee Kenna. The Spartans come out of the pack with it. And knocked down was Erin Sistek. And Sistek picks herself and the ball back up and starts it ahead to Romano. Christina Romano on the run, crosses midfield, connects up ahead with Birch. And now a pass over quickly down behind the Flames net. That's Olivia Mott. Mott with a pass for Cece Colombo. Colombo looking for some room. Tries to dance around the defender. Another comes over to help. A pass in the middle. And a whistle stopping play as we're going to have a call here against the Flames. And so Cece Colombo with an opportunity to potentially get her second goal of the game. And here she goes one-on-one with Kaylee Bernard. Cece breaks in, scores! Cece Colombo makes it 9-3 with 4:41 to go. And made no mistake with that one, beating Kaylee Bernard on the free position attempt. And so Cece Colombo now at 11 goals on the season. As you see the replay here, and Colombo beating Bernard low. And giving the home fans plenty to celebrate. And we're going to see another familiar matchup here, Brittany White and Sarah Hinkle on this draw following that goal. And the ball's out. Christina Romano chases it down. Is she able to come away with it for the Spartans? No, it's still loose. Cece Colombo gets to it. And now she advances to Christina Romano. Pushed quickly up ahead. Here comes UT on the attack once again and in behind the Flames net. And that's Bryn Nestor with it. Nestor sending it over. And the Spartans looking for more here. As Cece Colombo takes a shot, scores! And just like that, Cece Colombo, 3 goals in this game. And it's a football-like score, 10-3. As Cece Colombo gets the goal, and Madison Birch with the assist. And between Hinkle and Colombo, they have 7 of the Spartans' 10 goals. We've seen a lot of prolific scorers over UT women's lacrosse program history, and Cece Colombo is certainly poised to etch her name among the all-time leaders by the time she's done with her career here. As we await this draw at midfield with 4:08 to go in the first half. And that time it was Riley McGettigan on the draw for the Spartans. As you see the Flames in control here, Shayna Ryan taking it down into the corner and all the way in behind the Spartans net. Ryan holding it and now gives it up for Megan Trout, and up top with it White pushes it over. Kenna sends it over to the far side, and the Flames send it back down low, and pressure being applied over there by Alyssa Romano as the Flames have to pick it up. Brittany White looking for an open teammate, and her pass doesn't connect. It rolls towards the corner. 2 of them chase after it, And good hustle there by Aaron Sistek. And here comes the Spartans back the other way. O'Neill Gallinson on the run now. Amazing speed that she displayed. And gets it ahead quickly now. And what wheels on O'Neill Gallinson as the Spartans have an opportunity in front. And wow, going down hard was Kelsey Montgomery. And surprisingly, no call there as play continues. And now out in front, good save there by Bernard. And the Flames will look to start it up. They come up out of their own end across the line. And trying to gain midfield is Jaylee Giffen. She does. Being chased there by Olivia Mott. And now it's dropped. And how about that? The Spartans coming back the other way. And a terrific opportunity here, as a collision is the only thing that slows down Alyssa Romano. And the Spartans work it right in front. There's a shot. They score. Olivia Mott gets the goal. And she adds her name to the scoring parade, with the Spartans now in a big 8-goal lead with 1:48 left here in the first half. And you have to credit Alyssa Romano for starting this play. And then the good patience there by Olivia Mott, picking her spot to beat Kaylee Bernard. The assist goes to Lizzie Pierpont. And so several Spartans players having multi-point games, even though we haven't even reached halftime yet. There's 5 different Spartans players that have 2 or more points. And I will run those down for you when we reach halftime. Right now, waiting this draw at midfield. And once again, that was Riley McGettigan for the Spartans. As you see, the possession awarded to Lee University. And here come the Flames. This is Megan Trout. Trout has it knocked loose, and she picks it back up. Brittany White sends a pass over, and they give it right back to her. White backing up, looking, gives it now to Megan Trout. And Ryan will send it right back up. Trout will try the other side of the field. And strong defense there put on Brittany White as 2 Spartans players force her outside. And a pass that was intended for the front of the net. Alex Walling, a nice job to step out of her net and knock it down. And quickly up ahead to Gallinson. And they jar it free from her stick, but a call against Lee University. And so O'Neill Gallinson runs it back up. Now she sends a pass up ahead. Into the corner. The Spartans will take it in behind the Flames net. And this is Julia Colderman. Colderman works her way in front. Backhand shot. And it goes wide, not a play. Possession stays with the Spartans. Just 22 seconds left in the first half. And UT will try to get one final shot off here. And now it's up top. Sent over to McLaughlin. Emma McLaughlin looking for room. Clock running down. Her shot goes out of play. And Lizzie Pierpont picks it up. And quickly the Spartans will get one more shot. They score! Just as time expires. And UT gets one more to make it 12-3. And that was a buzzer beater, as they say, as you'll watch the Spartans go in with a huge lead after this goal here. And so a 12-3 halftime lead for the Spartans. And they have 12 goals on 18 shots. And running down the scoring, that was Olivia Mott, by the way, that got the 12th goal. Sarah Hinkle has 4 goals. Cece Colombo has 3. And then a pair of goals for Olivia Mott and Madison Birch. And 1 goal for Lizzie Pierpont. Hinkle, as I mentioned, 4 goals. Colombo, 3 goals. Mott has 4 points on 2 goals and 2 assists. And then Birch and Pierpont each have 3-point games. Birch with 2 goals, 1 assist, and Pierpont 1 and 2. The shots on goal are 18-9. Draw controls are 10-6, favoring the Flames. But the most important number is up on the scoreboard: 12-3 Spartans at halftime. Stay tuned for the second half here.
Just another ordinary day at UT.
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams, discover your talents, get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Being a champion takes more than talent, more than the perfect pass, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the spirit to always push harder, the ability to overcome any hurdle, and the fire to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create. And the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
This is the University of Tampa. Explore your dreams. Discover your talents. Get ready to invent, innovate, and be a leader. This is the University of Tampa.
Come help me out. I need to get me out of this joint. Come on, let's
Back live here at the Namoli Family Athletic and Intramural Complex as the Spartans have a big 12-3 lead as we get set to start the third quarter. I'm Bruce Wozniak, and it's a 76-degree Friday night here in Tampa as the Spartans are trying to get back to 500, coming in with a 2-3 one-loss record and taking on the Lee University Flames down here all the way from up in Cleveland, Ohio, and bringing to town with them a 3-4 one-loss record as play gets underway here in the third quarter. And the Spartans will get the first possession, and this is Cece Colombo with it now. Sends a pass to Olivia Mott. Mott takes it into the corner. Mott and Bryn Nestor was wide open in front of the net, must not have seen her, as there's a pass on the far side of the field. And up top with it, Christina Romano. Birch and Lizzie Pierpont on the run. Pierpont gives it up for Cece Colombo, and they quickly work it around and in behind the Flames net. And a pass out in front, Madison Birch, and ran out of real estate, has to give up a pass, and instead it's behind the net. Hinkle tries to come out in front. Hinkle finally gets a shot away. It's going to bounce wide and out of play. And Mott will pick it up back there and restart for UT for Lizzie Pierpont. This is Madison Birch. Birch looking for the slot, shoots and scores, although I don't think it's going to count because going down, let's see if they're going to let this goal stand or not. And yeah, they're doing the stick check, so the goal will stand. And so the Spartans will go into a 10-goal lead at 13-3. And a couple of officials talking there, and one of them carrying a stick. Not sure what that's about, but they do have the goal up on the board. So a 13-3 lead now. And so with the 10-goal margin, we will have a running clock by rule. Madison Birch gets the goal, and that'll be her third of the game. Waiting for the draw now. And the ball's out, picked up by the Lions. And looking for some room is Shayna Ryan. Finally gives up a pass instead to Jenna Urbon. And now back up top, they send it as Trout sends it over and gets it right back. Trout over now for Brittany White. And back to Trout again. And Trout backs up and looks at what's available, gives it to Brittany White once again, and knocked down. Here come the Spartans. Back they come the other way, and across the Lee University line, and single-handed effort, shoots and scores. It's Danny Waters, coast to coast, and 14-3 now, as the Spartans really pouring it on. It was 6-2 Spartans after one, and 12-3 at halftime. Here you see the goal as Danny Waters does it unassisted. 6-2 after one, 12-3 at halftime, and now 14-3. And the Spartans all out there congratulating Danny Waters, as now we're going to get the draw at midfield. Sarah Hinkle going with Brittany White. Draw controls are getting a little closer, 11-7 in favor of Lee University. And the ball's out, and Hinkle pulls it down herself, and Hinkle lobs it ahead for Cece Colombo. Cece with the pass up ahead. Mott on the run. Olivia Mott has some open room. Right in front, wide open, scores! Bryn Nestor completely wide open, one-on-one with Kaylee Bernard. And anybody watching this game could have scored that one, as Bryn Nestor, all she had to do was deposit it in the open side of the net, as the defense had left Bryn Nestor unchecked. So Olivia Mott gets the assist, and a big 12-goal lead now, as the Spartans have scored 3 times in less than 4 minutes here to start this third quarter. And of course we are in a running clock now. And 3 Spartans players have 3 or more goals. Birch, Colombo, and Hinkle make that Cece Colombo. Birch and Cece each have 3, and Sarah Hinkle has 4. And Hinkle, a nice job, and sends it over. Here comes Cece Colombo on the run. Colombo has some room. Colombo puts her shoulder down now. Pass in front to Olivia Mott. Scores! And a tremendous play by Cece Colombo to set that one up. And they are coming fast and furious now, as the Spartans and we're getting a goaltending change for the visitors, as Kaylee Smith is going to take over for Kaylee Bernard, and we're also getting a timeout called on the field, so we will step aside as well. You're watching Tampa Spartans Lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Being a champion takes more than skill, more than endless drills, more than using your head. Being a champion takes the heart to give it your all, the agility to thrive from any angle, and the relentless drive to be the best. Welcome to Division 2, where the pursuit is yours to create, and the question isn't, can you do it? It's, will you?
Back live here, where the Spartans have opened up a huge 16-3 lead with 9:20 remaining in the third quarter. And Brittany White is out there, and she will oppose UT's Riley McGettigan on this draw. And as I mentioned right before we went to break, Kaylee Smith has taken over in goal for Lee University. And for the starting goaltender, Kaylee Bernard, she made just 6 saves and allowed 16 goals. Spartans are out shooting the Flames 22-9 as we await this draw now. And the ball is out and picked up by the Flames. White takes it across the Tampa line. Passes now to Shayna Ryan. Ryan being watched on the far side by Alyssa Romano, and finally gets a pass away into the corner. That's Blanton. Blanton being watched there by Grace Gilmore. And now Gilmore slides over again. And a shot coming. Nice save there by Alex Walling. And look out, she runs into some trouble. 2 Flames after her behind her own net. And Alex Walling, the official, sorting things out back there as the call goes against the Flames. And the official still not ready to restart yet. And now the whistle and play resumes, and going down to the field was Shayna Ryan. And so the Flames regain possession here. Kaylee Kenna over for White. White's pass misses, was intended for Jenna Urbon, and so that'll be turned over as Emma McLaughlin will put it back in for the Spartans. Sends it to her goaltender, Walling. And up ahead now, this is Danny Waters. Waters takes off. Pass up ahead is missed. Picked up, however, and the Spartans cross the Flames line. That one misses Emma McLaughlin, and it's still free. The Flames come out of the pack with it. Pass up ahead now, Vesey, and it's over for Jenna Urbon across the Tampa line. Urbon being checked there by the speedy O'Neill Gallinson, and a whistle there against the Spartans. Vesey sends it up for White, and now Kenna flipping it over, and Kaylee Kenna will get it right back. Brittany White with it, looking for an open teammate. Switches hands, and Brittany White being checked there. Looks for some room, and Danny Waters takes her outside. Picks the ball right back up. Shayna Ryan. Ryan being chased there by Paige Short. And a nice fake there, but 2 Spartan defenders in the way of Avery Shank as the ball's loose and picked up by Paige Short. So the Spartans prevent the Flames from getting a shot away. And here they come, led by Riley McGettigan. Spartans quickly up ahead. Nice passing. Colderman fakes the shot, sends a pass in behind the net. And right out in front, shot taken, scores! Lizzie Pierpont, and that'll be her 2nd goal of the game. And now it really sounds like a Tampa Bay Buccaneers versus Cleveland Browns score, 17-3. Olivia Mott gets the assist. And so Lizzie Pierpont now has 2 goals and 2 assists. And Olivia Mott, wow, 3 goals and 4 assists. And with the running clock, we are down now to 5 minutes and 22 seconds here in the third, as Riley McGettigan is joined out there for this draw by Brittany White of the Flames. And so Kaylee Smith, the goaltender who came on after starter Kaylee Bernard gave up 16 goals, allows a goal on the first shot that she faces. And the Flames control that draw, although it's dropped by Jaylee Giffen, and Giffen able to come away with it after all. Her pass does not connect on the far side of the field. Hannah Vesey. And when the ball is not going your way, those are the kind of bounces and misses that you see. The Spartans coming back. And it looked like Abby Hope was going to have an opportunity, but she takes it in behind the Flames net. Pierpont directing her teammates. Sends a pass in behind the net to Mott. To the far side of the field it goes. Emma McLaughlin. McLaughlin looking for an open lane. Has it. Takes a shot. Oh, what a save there by Kaylee Smith. And a pileup as one player from each team goes down. And it looks like it's going to result in a free position attempt for Emma McLaughlin. And in fact, we have a call going against Rachel Schutze of the Flames, a yellow card. And so Emma McLaughlin now with an opportunity. Free position attempt against Kaylee Smith. And in she comes, and Smith with a great save. And sends a pass over for Jamie Ryan. Ryan coming up the sidelines, and a nice job there by Colderman, but they whistle her for that. And it's dropped back instead as Jaylee Giffen pushes it to the center of the field. And that's Megan Trout on the run. Trout, her pass connects as it's pushed up ahead now for Sarah Kate Dixon. And here comes Kaylee Kenna with a little bit of room. Now Kenna backs up, being chased by Gallinson. Kenna backing up even more. And nice job there by O'Neill Gallinson to deny Kaylee Kenna as they make a defensive switch to the Spartans. And two defenders now, as this is Sarah Kate Dixon with it. Dixon being pressured, takes it down towards the corner and into the corner, and she'll head in behind the Spartans net. Dixon pops out the other side. It comes free, and a whistle there. The official making the call right on the spot. That's going to be against the Spartans. And so an opportunity now for Lee University, although they trail by 14 goals. And no shot taken as it's coughed up, and then picking it up was Brittany White. Looking for something in front was Shayna Ryan, but another whistle as the Spartans continuing to rack up the fouls. If you're trying to find any flaw in their game tonight, that would be one of them, as well as coming out on the wrong side of the draw controls. And here come the Flames. Oh, a great play there. Wow. Alyssa Romano breaking up the pass. And O'Neill Gallinson, here she goes off to the races. Gallinson has some room and puts the brakes on, gives the pass instead to Pierpont. Now goes behind the Flames net, pass out in front. Oh, and unsuccessful with the quick stick, Abby Hope. But the Spartans come out of the pack with it. This is Colderman in behind the Flames net. Cece Colombo with the pass. Spinning a shot, goes out of play off the stick of Lizzie Pierpont, and Olivia Mott will put it back into play. Mott sends it for Cece Colombo. A little flip pass. That's dropped and now picked back up by McKelsey Montgomery. And you see play stopping as the official walking over towards the Lee University sideline, making his call. And this coming with 53 seconds left in the third quarter. And McKelsey Montgomery puts it back into play for the Spartans. Mott, her pass behind the net. Pierpont bounces out front, takes a shot, scores! Lizzie Pierpont with her third goal of the game, and the Spartans relentless. They now have 6 goals in the first, 6 goals in the second, and 6 goals in the third. 18-3. And the clock continuing to wind down. And we'll see if they can get this draw before the third quarter expires. And with the running clock, it may not be the case, as it's down to 6 seconds. And Cassidy Burdette for UT was out there waiting for the draw, but the horn goes to end the third quarter. So we will take a break with the Spartans in the lead 18-3. This is the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Is that? Yeah, I think it was nothing. Back live here, the Spartans get set to start the fourth and clearly what would be the final quarter. It would be nothing short of a miracle for Lee to even remotely do something resembling tying this game up, as the Spartans have scored 6 goals in each of the first 3 quarters. Lee scored twice in the first, once in the second, and were held scoreless in the third. And now we will get to see Cassidy Burdett on the draw for the Spartans alongside Brittany White of the Flames. Cassidy Burdett, a freshman from Maryland, and see if she can change the Spartans' fate in terms of draw controls. And looked like Cece Colombo was going to pull that down. She does chase after it, and a nice effort there by Colombo, but ultimately it's Jaylee Giffen in possession here for the Flames. And now this is Shayna Ryan. Ryan being watched by Colombo and has to give it up for Avery Shank. Shank with the pass over for White. And on the far side of the field now, Kaylee Kenna pushes it into the quarter and gets it right back. This is White again. Brittany White looking and laying off of her considerably is Riley McGettigan, as it goes instead to Avery Shank. Shank one-on-one there with who I believe is Emma McLaughlin. No, correction, that's actually Erin Sistek. And the Spartans take it away. And a pass connects with Cece Colombo. Fires a pass up ahead. Colderman on the run. Julia Colderman with plenty of real estate. Pierpont, and can't get a shot away. Takes it in behind the Flames' net. Colderman wants it out front. They don't get it to her. Instead, it's Abby Hope. And Hope is going to navigate her way out of traffic as it goes in behind the Flames' net. And here's Cece Colombo with it now. Colombo has some room, goes to work, shoots, scores! Cece Colombo, her 4th goal of the night. And what a great individual effort as Cece Colombo makes it 19-3. And UT picking up where they left off in the third quarter. And Cece Colombo now with a team leading 13 goals on the season. And that's 13 goals in 6 games for Cece Colombo. And we still have more than 12 minutes left in this one. And so another opportunity for a draw for the freshman Cassidy Burdett for the Spartans. And doing all the heavy lifting for the Flames tonight on these draws has been Brittany White. And the ball's out. And let's see who comes out of the pack with it. It's Burdett. And Cassidy Burdett gets out of traffic and sends it up ahead to Olivia Mott. And now into the corner, Pierpont sends it to Abby Hope. On the far side, Colderman. Colderman, nice spin move, takes a shot, scores! Julia Colderman, she finally joins the scoring parade, and the score is now 20-3. As you see the replay here, and Colderman doing all the work on her way to the net and beating Kaylee Smith. As UT just lighting up the scoreboard tonight. And you'll recall that early in the broadcast I had mentioned that the Spartans came into tonight averaging 13.6 goals per game, so that certainly will increase. And that time, it was Kayla Brennan on the draw for UT. Although the Flames in possession here, as taking it down behind the Spartans net is Avery Schenk. Schenk pops out the other side and now gives it for Shayna Ryan. Ryan gets past the defender, runs into another white shirt, however, and has to give it up as Avery Schenk has it up top again. Schenk, her pass over. White with a quick relay over to the other side. And now it's sent back up top for Schenk. Alex Walling, by the way, has made 8 saves, which is the same total that the Flames have as a team, but obviously the difference is the amount that have gone in, as there's a shot and Walling makes another save. The Spartans have 20 goals on 28 shots, whereas the Flames have 3 goals on 12 shots. As you see the Spartans coming back down the other way, that was Carly Wilhoit sending a pass into the corner. And now up top, that's Brennan. And dropped, and a loose ball. Nice job there to pick that one up by Carly Wilhoit. And in behind the net, the pass misses, so it'll be turned over. That was Riley Coleman. And now she plays defender and chases on the far side of the field, applying some pressure. And here's a pass into the middle that's corralled by Brittany White. White facing some pressure, however. 3 Spartans around her and not able to cause the turnover as Jaylee Giffen pushes it up ahead. And now it comes across the Spartans line. Pass over for Ryan. Shayna Ryan drops it off for Avery Schenk. And now that's Megan Trout. And Trout gets it right back from Kaylee Kenna. Schenk turns the corner. Schenk has some room, takes a shot, and Walling saw that one the whole way. And now Alex Walling takes it behind her own net. Walling looking for an open teammate. And the Spartans get it to the far side, and now a long pass that connects at midfield. And quickly down comes Erin Sistek. Sistek puts on the brakes and gives it to Wilhoit, and she pushes it into the corner. Now Nestor, as they quickly move it in behind the Flames net. And there's a pass and a shot taken that was stopped by Kaylee Smith. A loose ball, a bunch of them battle for it. And a nice job to come out of the pack with it by Bryn Nestor as Sarah Hinkle takes it in behind the Flames net. Hinkle with a pass over that missed, and that one will result in a turnover as it rolls out just in front of the Spartans sideline. The running clock continues, and we are down to 7 minutes, 39 seconds remaining in the game. And the Flames now cross midfield as there's a pass up ahead that wasn't corralled at first, and now a little check knocks it free. But Vesey maintains possession for Lee University. And now a pass down in behind the Spartans net. Blanton dropped it. The Spartans seem to pick it up, but the official right there to blow the whistle against UT. And so possession remains with the Flames. Blanton drops off a pass, and a push called there against the Spartans, and specifically Molly Shapiro. And so an opportunity here for Jenna Urban. Urban waiting to go one-on-one against Alex Walling, waiting for the official's whistle. And there it is. Breaks in, takes a shot. Walling got a piece of that one. It rolls free and scooped up on the far side. Isabella Avila with a good burst of speed for the Spartans. Takes it across the Flames line. And here come the Spartans. And losing the handle was Kayla Brennan. And so the Flames try to start back the other way. Jamie Ryan on the run. And they get it just over the UT line. There's a pass, and now an opportunity coming. Takes a shot, and that one from Kaylee Kenna goes high and out of play. Possession remains with Lee University. Well, no, now they say that it's the Spartans' ball. And so UT puts it in, and quickly they start back. Crossing midfield is Kayla Brennan. Brennan across the Flames line, a pass in the middle, and Abby Hope waits and drops it off for Colderman. Her pass into the corner was missed by Caitlin Miller, and so it'll be turned over. 5:15 to go in the game. Flames put it back in. They're trailing 20-3. And now this is Jenna Urban for the Flames as down went Hannah Vesey. And the Flames continue on the attack as Kaylee Kenna sends a pass over for White. And White gets it right back. Now tries Jenna Urban instead. And Urban being chased back there by Megan D'Antonio. And are the Spartans able to cause a turnover? They are. Cece Colombo on the run. Colombo brings it across midfield. She has 4 goals and 1 assist in this game, has some room. Pass over for Colderman, back to Colombo, and a whistle stops play. Cece Colombo and Julia Colderman looked like they were about to combine for what would have been goal number 21, but Colderman has an opportunity here with a free position attempt. And Julia Colderman takes a bounce shot, and the save is initially made. She scores on her own rebound. And hold on, we've got a player down, and they're quickly calling for a trainer. And so Colderman had the free position attempt, and then you'll see here that the stop is made, but the ball comes right to her, and Colderman puts in her own rebound. I almost wonder if that was off the goal post and not a Kaylee Smith save. But there's a delay right now as there's a player down being attended to just in front of the Lee University net. And so we'll use this opportunity to take a timeout, and we'll step away here on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network.
Wayne State Medical School has been my dream medical school since I was 5. Athletics are important, but so is service, so is research, so is becoming a better person. And we expect you to do well athletically, but don't forget the reason you're here, which is to give back to your community, and to get good grades.
Family Athletic and Intramural Complex, where Brittany White has been the injured player for Lee University. And one of her teammates seemed to have fallen on her ankle as the Colderman goal was being scored, and the medical staff helping Brittany White off as she was down for quite some time in front of her own net. And an obviously unfortunate circumstance here, especially for the player that I had mentioned was doing all of the work in terms of taking the draws for Lee University. So this is pouring salt on the wounds in the sense that they're already trailing by 18 goals. And now to lose Brittany White, as you see her being helped off there, obviously not the way that head coach Daryl Martin wanted to see this game go, both on the scoreboard and in terms of losing one of his extremely active players in Brittany White. And so we'll get someone else to come in for this draw now, as the Spartans are going to send Cassidy Burdett back out. And now it'll be Kaylee Kenna that will come in for this draw. And so just 3:39 left in the game. Spartans on their way to a big victory here, leading 21-3. And the official waiting on the far side of the field as Jaylee Giffen comes out for the Flames. And now finally ready to resume play after Colderman got what is her second goal of the game, as the Spartans have scored 3 times in this fourth quarter after scoring 6 times each in the first, second, and third quarters, and well on their way towards evening their one-loss record at 3-3. As you see the ball come out following that draw, and a bunch of them battle for it on the far side, and the Flames able to come away with it, and they race down the far side. Shayna Ryan takes it into the corner. Ryan sends it in behind the net. And coming right out in front, shot, scores, as Dariana Blanton. And the drought is over for the visitors as Blanton gets her second goal of the game, and that's the first goal by the Flames since back in the second quarter, as the Spartans lead is now 17 at 21-4. It's an unassisted goal by Blanton, and with the running clock, there's just 2:45 left in the game, and does not, however, take away whatsoever from the terrific game and goal by Alex Walling, who has made 11 saves. The Spartans, by the way, 21 goals on 31 shots, and it has all gone their way tonight as we get ready for this next draw. And Kaylee Kenna out there for the draw. And now she's going to go off. It's Riley McGettigan for the Spartans. And Shayna Ryan's going to take over on this draw for the Flames. And the clock, of course, continuing to run by rule because of the 10 or more goal margin. And now the ball's out, and it goes right to UT, and Spartans 95 seconds away from winning their third game of the season as Brennan pushes it ahead. And now the far side of the field. Pass down in behind the Flames net. And no room there, so it's sent up to McGettigan. Riley McGettigan sees a little bit of an opening in the slot, and now a pass and a fake and a whistle there against the Flames. And so an opportunity coming here for Gracie Colombo with 1 minute left. And so Gracie Colombo with a free position attempt. Colombo takes a shot, scores! And Gracie Colombo makes it 22-4 as the Spartans get one more contributor in the goal column tonight. And for Gracie Colombo, that is her second goal of the season. And we'll just get this draw off in time as the game clock is down to just 10 seconds. And the ball is out. The Flames have it, but the horn's going to go, and the Spartans win it big, 22-4 over the Lee University Flames. And so the Spartans, as a result, improve to 3-3, and the Flames fall to 3-5. And what an offensive fireworks display for the Spartans tonight, as they score 6 times in each of the first 3 quarters and 4 times in the fourth. Final shots on goal, 32-15 in favor of UT. And the Spartans had 5 players that had 3 or more goals each. Birch, Mott, and Pierpont all had 3. Cece Colombo and Sarah Hinkle each had 4. A total of 7 points for Olivia Mott, 3 goals and 4 assists. And Pierpont and Cece Colombo each had 5 points. Colombo 4 and 1, Pierpont 3 and 2. And so the Spartans with a huge victory tonight, 22-4. I'm Bruce Wozniak. My thanks to Andre Pyatt, and we appreciate you spending your Friday night with us here watching Tampa Spartans lacrosse on the Sunshine State Conference Digital Network. Have a good night.